Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Pillow Talk. Um, where on today's episode, Jeffree Star is not allowed. And that brings us to what the episode is about. We're doing Makeup Monday. I am one of your co-hosts, Jacob, and oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
oh,
I
your other co-host Cedia is here to save you all from I don't know what this dumpster fire of a podcast. And believe it or not, y'all, this is our second time
Yep.
recording this episode, and hopefully now our technical difficulties have gone behind us.
Subsided.
Have subsided, yes. So, as Jacob said, we are doing a Makeup Monday. And again, these little snippets or these little segments are not every Monday. We might be doing them every other Monday, just depending on what new stuff comes out in the beauty
Yeah,
industry.
absolutely. Hmm.
So, and this is not just for
Um,
people who do makeup in general or who like to play with makeup. It's for everybody who at some point has not felt beautiful in their lives. This is for you.
we're here to tell you that no matter what you do, you are beautiful. I do not know what accent that was.
I think it was Russian, maybe?
Was it? I don't know. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so moving on. So I guess we're gonna talk we're gonna talk a little bit about our extensive history with makeup. Or my extensive history with
Yes.
makeup and Cydia's just beautiful.
Mediocre rise.
Oh my god. I'm here trying to give you a compliment and you're just like
Mediocre.
oh
Well
my god.
well, I mean, I don't
Well,
it's because like, you still have a career in makeup, I don't, you know?
okay,
That's
well,
why.
you know what? I
See, you
I've
can't
you
even
know, I
yeah.
I have told her so many times that if she started a beauty channel that it would skyrocket because of how gorgeous she is. But like she just doesn't she don't want to do it.
I just don't have that passion for makeup anymore. I think it's just like well, which we'll be getting into about like beauty standards and stuff.
Mhm.
But just a quick rundown on today's episode. We're going to talk about the makeup industry, our experience in it. We talk about beauty gurus and the ramifications or the consequences of certain products being pushed or certain beauty standards that are pushed onto us. Um, those things that can go awry within our self-esteem.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if you want to start first, Jacob, because on the last two the last two attempts that we tried to do this podcast, I went first.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
do you want to go
I
first?
I will go first only because um because of our because of the last two. I feel like this is the third time we're doing it, but it's okay. We're gonna get
Third time's a
through this.
charm.
Yep, third time's the charm. So I guess so we're talking about our experiences, right, in the beauty community or in the beauty
Yes.
industry. So I'd like to start off by saying I should have always started off by saying that I love makeup. I love makeup a lot. I love products. I love the techniques. I love the artistry behind makeup. And I don't love one specific makeup. I love all kinds of makeup. I've seen so much makeup in our world from so many different artists, so many different mediums and stuff like that. And that I just love all of those things. And I feel like that's what I should always start out with is the fact that I just love makeup. And I dabble in a few of the different types of makeup that there is out there. I started out with stage makeup in theater. It was was like a theater thing. You know, I didn't know what to do for tech because our director was like, I want y'all to be able to get jobs in theater aside from performance, if performance is what you want to do. But you know, you should at least consider doing something in tech. So that's one thing that was instilled in me when I was doing theater, is that you know, doing some form of tech, because that's where the money is. And I can honestly say the money is quite literally in tech, because I have been doing makeup. Okay, let's see. 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've been doing makeup for 9 years now, and I've only.
Oof.
Oof, oof, oof. Yes, I've been doing makeup for 9 years now, and I can tell you that it has actually helped me a lot when I'm in rough spots, when I don't have money, if like my jobs are scarce or whatever. Makeup has definitely helped me through those things, and I'm very grateful to those things. But yeah, like see, I started out with stage, and then I dabbled in beauty and glamour, because I was like, I wanted to try doing that. And then I tried my hand at FX, and well, actually, sorry, no, it started out as stage makeup, and then I did FX, and then I did beauty and glamour. And then I got into drag, of course, after doing beauty and glamour, and now I do pretty much all of them now. I have been called for FX, I've been called for stage, I've been called for camera work, for film, of course, my drag makeup. I've done a few proms. I've never done a quinceañera, and I've never done a wedding. But oh my god, if someone were to call me and be like, "Do my quinceañera makeup, do my wedding makeup," that's my like dream. I really do want to do like a wedding makeup on somebody. I think it would be like, you know, beautiful to help somebody transform themselves on their wedding day, because you know, you want to feel your most beautiful, not because you want people around you to think that you're beautiful, but so that you can feel beautiful. Like, I want to be able to give somebody that when they look in the mirror on their wedding day, they're just like breathtaking. Yeah, pretty much exactly like that. Um, and yeah, that's the other dream that I have, that it's going to be a little bit weird to talk about, but I've talked about this with a few of my friends. I don't think I've talked about it with Cydia, but um, I would love to do makeup on porn.
Oh my god.
Imagine how it would be if like if they like you got hired to do makeup on a porn star, on a girl, like, and like on a woman, you know? Cuz
That
like,
would be cool.
and like, you know, I feel like I, as a makeup artist, I'm really good. So me on myself, when I do my makeup, and I know that my techniques are very universal, I want to put someone in makeup for porn so I can be like, that's right, that mascara is not going to run. That mascara is
Oh
not
my
going to,
god.
or that's right, that powder is gonna stay on her face.
Oh my
Like,
god, you're so crazy.
yeah, like she's getting tussle fucked, but none of the makeup's coming off. Like, no matter what you
Oh
do,
my
her
god,
lipstick's gonna stay on.
can you imagine? Holy shit. I
Yeah,
mean, I think the purpose of like porn is for them to look like, like a
yeah, beautiful.
mess at the end.
I mean, okay, but imagine how much of a serve it would be to like see a girl go through all of that, or whoever it may be, whoever it is, you know, it may be, not even girl, man, woman, whoever it
Have there
is.
ever been have there ever been drag queens in porn?
Okay, so a lot of the drag queens, okay. So a lot of the drag queens currently have OnlyFans. I don't know if they do it in drag, but I do know a lot of drag queens that do sex work as well, but also before they got onto some of them, that the and the famous ones, before they got onto Drag Race, they've had sex tapes that were
No,
released.
like in Pornhub. I don't know. I guess we can look this up
Oh,
later.
oh, okay.
But like,
I'm
is
not
there like a
sure.
category under the gay Pornhub that it's like drag
Uh,
queen?
I've never seen it, because that's not what I'm looking for when I'm looking at
Oh, I was
porn.
about to say, do you want to start?
Oh my
What if that's
god.
what if that's like your groundbreaking career move? It's not this podcast, but you starring in porn.
I would never.
I
um,
mean,
I,
no shame
you know what?
towards our
You
porn
are
stars,
literally,
but
Sorry, you are literally the third or fourth person to be like, you should be in porn. And I'm just like, why? Like, why?
Ted. I mean, why not?
Because
Why
I,
not?
it's not me. It's not my. No. We're talking about makeup.
Okay,
We're talking
let's
about
to
makeup.
Hillary.
Oh
You
my
were
god.
the one that brought up porn
Okay, but
in the
I brought
middle
up
of
me.
Makeup
But okay, but
Monday.
I wanted to. I brought it up because I'm like I want to do makeup in porn because it is a thing. There are makeup artists that get hired to do porn makeup. Okay, so that's what we're talking about right now. All right, we're talking about
Okay.
porn. We're not talking about. Sorry, oh my god, we're talking. We're not talking about porn. We're talking about makeup. Um, God. So back to my back to me and my makeup career. So I've done a lot in makeup. I I feel like I can do it all. I feel like I could do it all. Except for body painting. I would love to try to learn, but I know that I would not be able to do it. I would not be able to do it. Um, but yeah, I think when it comes to makeup and like what we do and stuff like that, I feel like nobody knows the glory or the feeling of like what it's like to get into full makeup, but you, Cedia, because I've seen her get
Oh
into
my
makeup,
god.
and it's oh my god, I feel like she loves getting into makeup more than doing makeup on other people because I see her like her face.
Transform.
Yeah, I see her transform. Transformers go.
Oh my god.
So
Well,
yeah,
I
well,
mean,
I think
yeah.
that's a good segue into letting you talk about your experience with beauty and makeup and stuff like that. I'm gonna shut up now.
Oh my god, no. It's fine. I don't have as much experience as Jacob does. I stopped doing makeup like around 2018. Yeah, it sounds about right. 2018, 29. Yeah, 2018, that's when I stopped officially and I started focusing more on my art. But I do have a couple of years secured under my belt. I have 3 to 4 years in of experience of just from freelance work to special effects makeup to body painting, everything actually. The only yeah, I would do beauty, I do Halloweeny stuff, special effects, body painting, just everything in general.
I think she's better than me.
I no, I don't think so, but okay. Um, and I also have a little bit of experience in theater as well. I've worked so far just 2 productions that I've worked on, one at a local community college and then another one at our university. Um, but yeah, I my love for makeup just like withered and died
Oh
because
my
of
god.
quarantine. It's because you know what? We would go out a lot. We would go out a
Yeah.
lot, and that's when I would really go out all out with my makeup.
We were fucking
And
turning looks.
when I would turn into Thotosaurus Rex, and
Oh
and
my god.
and I would be doing all the looks. But after that, like then we got into quarantine and stuff, and I was just like, like what's the point of doing my
Honestly,
makeup?
same. Yeah, me too.
And like I mean, like, yeah, I do makeup. Like, sometimes I do some looks on myself, but in all actuality, I think I do makeup mainly, to make other people be like, oh, who is she in a way? Because it kind of helps me with my self esteem in a weird, sad way. But, but yeah. But yeah, my mom just brought me food and I may or may
It
not be
looked
eating during
really
this.
fucking good. I saw it
This
like,
may
oh
this
my
may or
god,
may
it's
not turn
do you,
into a mukbang.
can I just a little bit off topic. I want to see what she made you.
Okay, look, this is so my mom made some pork chops with um, uh, pineapple and chile de árbol. I don't know how to say it in
My mouth is
chile de
watering.
árbol.
You know
Chile de
what?
árbol,
That's
árbol
beautiful.
with red peppers and like little bell peppers, and then I have like a little nice little salad with some feta,
Ooh,
and um yeah, and she's being really cute right now. She's showing me her bracelets. Shout out to my mom's little small business, Pulsera
yes.
Room. Y'all go follow her on Instagram. She's really
Pretty
great.
please.
Um and her work is amazing. And um yeah, she does a lot of like little custom work, and it's really adorable, and
It
I'm
is. It's really good.
currently a co-host on the Pillow Talk, and also a like not but like basically like a manager at my mom's little store. Anyway, got really off topic, so sorry.
But
Um
the true beauty of this episode's podcast is the food you're about to eat. I'm
oh, wait, hold
extremely
on. I didn't
jealous.
even show you.
You didn't.
I didn't even show you.
I was looking at a ceiling. Oh my
Sorry.
god. Oh my. Oh my god. That looks beautiful. Like it
It's
really,
Do you see the
guys.
seam?
It really does. Oh my god.
Do you
You know
see
what?
the seam?
You should take a picture of that because you're posting it on the Instagram because people are gonna look at the listen to this episode and want to know what the fuck you were eating.
I'm gonna post it on our story, and I'm gonna be like, for those who know.
Okay,
And
okay.
everybody following us on our Instagram is gonna be like, "What is that?
That's
Why?"
not Makeup
Eh,
Monday.
yeah, that's more like Foodie Friday. Anyway, we should do that,
We
Foodie
should. Oh my
Friday,
god, and we
and
should
then
just
we
eat a
could
bunch of
like,
food.
and then like we can have but this is like when we see each other, like when we can
Yeah,
like
we can do like a
be
mukbang
together, and
video.
we can do a mukbang, or we can have like a chef cook for us in front of us, and then like have us like try their food.
I know a
These
chef.
dudes
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Never mind. Okay, we're moving on. Back to the makeup.
wow, okay,
Back to makeup
back
Monday.
to beauty.
Yeah. Okay. So
So
she's so humble, y'all, because she like. Okay, I think the thing that I have on you is that I've done film, and what you have on me is that you've done body makeup, body art.
we're even, we're even.
We're
Let's just
even.
say we're
Yeah,
even,
we're
call it a
even.
day.
You know, I. It's because
Can we
I.
just
Okay, listen, guys, listen. It's because I. Okay, the reason I am like super like I guess humble about like my makeup past is because um I've always been told. Okay, so like I know that I can put on some beautiful makeups on other people, on me, but I have always been told things about my makeup based off of beauty standards. So like now we can kind of segue into the beauty standards that are like currently going on, and
beauty gurus.
beauty gurus and stuff like that. Before we get into the beauty gurus, we in the last episode, I do want to mention this only because I do think it's important. Um, s- so I was gonna mention who I think society considers the standard of
Oh,
beauty
yeah.
right now. So I think that the people currently see the standard of beauty being um it's the Kim Kardashians, it's the Kylie Jenners, it's the like the women that look like that. Most of them achieve those looks through surgery. Nothing wrong with it. I think it's really important that if you do want to reach a certain look in yourself to make yourself feel better, then by all means do it. But what that does for society and what it does for I guess the young people in our world is that now they see that person who has all of this fame and stuff like that and they're like I want to look like that. And if you want to look like that because you feel like you want to change yourself to look like that, because that's what people think is pretty. I think that's like not cool, like not wrong. I don't think it's right because like everyone should be able to feel beautiful in their own skin. If they want to change something about it, then okay, but you shouldn't want. I feel like you shouldn't want to look exactly like somebody else because it kind of
Yeah.
fucks with your self esteem. And we've talked about self worth, and I've
It's
talked about
unrealistic.
how um Yeah, it is. There are some unrealistic expectations in the beauty community right now, and I feel like to have people be like see those things. So do y'all, I'm pretty sure everyone knows, or if you don't know, do you all know who Raw Beauty Christie is? Do you know who Raw Beauty Christie is?
Yeah, I know. I know who
I
she is.
I love
I
her
like that she
channel, and
doesn't
I love.
she like um I think she's like the only beauty channel that I know of that does not have lip fillers. Like at all.
Like
And I appreciate it so much.
yeah, same. I
I
don't feel
love
like I
that.
have to go get like 10 cc's of lip filler after watching her videos. So
Not to say that we're like turtle lips, right? But
I got some lips.
we got some lips
We got
and
some
hips.
lips. Lips. Um, triggered. So like, yeah, I like. So the only reason I bring her up is because I think she is beautiful. I really do. I do think she's beautiful, and I think that, um, you know, she isn't what I have seen society to consider, the pinnacle of beauty right now. But what I like that she's doing is that she's showing people that you don't have to look like the Kim Kardashians, the Kylie Jenners, the Jeffree Stars, or the Manny MUAs, or what have you, to achieve a beautiful, flawless makeup look. You can do it on your own, and you can make yourself feel like you're pretty with the way you look by means of makeup.
Do you remember when beauty gurus actually did like fucking
Tutorials?
tutorials? Not like
Yeah, when
today
they were
where
just
everything's
like,
like
yeah, like I remember when it was all technique, girl, before they started like really pushing brands. Like I learned how to do makeup from not only from a book but also from like watching other people do their makeup. Like that's where I learned how to do makeup.
I
Um
just want people to just do makeup and yeah, like
yeah, like stop trying to sell me a product. I just want to see you put it on your face. Like I mainly watch I mainly watch videos to see if products work, to see if I'm even gonna buy them. But even sometimes then, like I what I'll do is if I see a palette or if I see something like super innovative in like makeup, what I'll do is I'll go watch like several beauty influencers review those things, because what works for one person might not work for another person. And if there's a consensus of like it might work for you, it might work for someone else, it might not work for me, type of stuff, I'll actually physically go out and buy it, because I love makeup and I do have a lot of makeup. I have a lot of makeup. I really fucking do. I have probably more makeup than all of my girlfriends put together.
you're a makeup collector at
I
this
am.
point.
I really am, and I buy stuff because I'm like I want to try it. I want to see if it works for me, and I want to see if it doesn't work for me because of the techniques that I'm using. How can I change my techniques? And the we are currently oversaturated in the beauty community. I feel like with a lot of reviews, and we get a lot of reviews, and what that does is that's product placement for brands and for the beauty industry to like be out here and to like be like buy this, buy this, buy this. We've seen a lot of it on a lot of like channels where people are like use my promo code or use my discount code, whatever. All of that is literally just so that they could push the brand forward. It has nothing to do with the artistry behind it. It has nothing to do with like
Or the quality.
or the quality as well. Yes, of course. Because I've seen some beauty influencers that'll review a piece of shit and they're like, "It's great." Like, oh my god. Okay, okay. Really, really quickly.
I know,
Have
I
you ever
know, I
seen
know.
those like
Oh my goodness.
the 10-minute videos of like Maybelline holding to Nikki Tutorials hostage? Have you ever seen that?
No. Uh-uh.
Okay, well there's like these like videos on YouTube. So Maybelline, I think they have a contract with Nikki. I don't know what it is. It looks like they're holding her hostage and forcing her to like some of their products. Okay, I like some of Maybelline's products. Their foundation's fucking bomb. They have a pressed powder that's super amazing, and they have a loose powder that's super amazing. I've used their Super Stay foundation. I've used their Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. I've used their Better Skin um, pressed powder. They now have a super stay powder. I miss their super, or I like their pressed powder. It's really good. That's the extent of the products that I like from Maybelline. Everything else is pretty much trash, with the exception of their mascara, because that's a cult favorite and it actually does what it says it's going to do. And when I say mascara, there's like two mascaras that they have that are fucking bomb. And other than that, everything else from that fucking line, from Maybelline's line, is quite literally doo doo. Like, it's and sorry, their instant age rewind concealer is really fucking good too. Blends beautifully. It is full coverage. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Like I said, I know a lot about makeup products because I buy makeup products and I review makeup products for myself. I don't review them like on a channel or anything like that. I probably should. Everyone says I should.
Maybelline sponsor us, please, senpai.
Please, please. I know I'm talking shit, but like seriously, what I'm trying to get across is that they're in these videos. You have Nika tutorials patting her fucking like brush into a blush and blending it on her face, and she's like, "Oh wow, so pigmented. It looks great." And I'm just like, Nikki, you don't like that blush. You love Luminoso from Milani. Put that blush down
We
and put on
all know
Luminoso.
this.
We all know you. I can't count how many times I've watched a Nikki tutorials video and her be like, the blush I'm about to put on is Luminoso by Milani, because we all know she fucking loves that blush. So why are you fucking trying to make a Maybelline blush work for you if you know you fucking hate it? Like, that's what I'm trying to get across. That's what I'm trying to say. There are certain brands that will fucking Morphe. Morphe is also notorious for this. They have some crap products. They have some
You know
crap
what?
products.
I'm gonna speak from experience. I'm not a booty guru or anything like that, but I did order some Morphe brushes for the first time when I first had found out about Morphe. I was like, you know what? Let me order the brushes. Let me just see, how they
Hmm.
perform.
Hmm.
And I bought the kit, like one of those like $200 like brush sets.
Oh
And
my god.
yeah, this is like way back in the day when I was like when I was already getting seriously into makeup, where I would start getting clients and I wanted to use really good brushes on my clients. So I was under the Morphe madness, and like I was like, let me try it, right? Let me try it. Let me tell you, one of the brushes, the bristles, like when I washed
Ooh,
them,
girl,
all came out.
I know what you're
I
talking
was
about.
I was very disappointed and very sad about it. But I'm not those kind of people that like go full Karen and I'm like, let
Give
me
me my
speak,
money back.
give me my money back, let me speak to your manager, just like ruin your life. I'm just like, you know what? What an inconvenience, and I move on.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I have had the exact same experience that you have, where I'm like, okay. I've had the experience where I dip into a shadow and bring it to my eye to start blending, and I get fucking bristles in my eye, not like around my eye, like in my eye,
Holy shit.
With Morphe brushes. Um, some of them are really good. Some, I will admit, some of their brushes are really good, and some of their brushes are brushes that I still use to this day. But some of them are quite literally crap, like really bad. And
Trash.
they're, yeah. And I've I've gone on. It was James Charles's. I bought two brushes because James Charles recommended them, and those, they did not fall apart in any way. They're actually really good brushes, but I don't use them on myself because what the brushes that I'm talking about are, they're like the white haired bristle. I don't know what kind of bristle it is, but it's like the white haired kind. I started blending it and I felt like I was scraping my fucking eye, and I looked at them and I was like, "Fuck you, James Charles! Like fuck you!" Be like, I bought this brush and I shouldn't have. I don't know why I like fucking decided to go and buy James Charles's like recommendation. Like, I think his artistry is like amazing. I think his track history, or his track record is kind of shit. Um,
Oh my god.
he's gone through a lot. I will say
He's
this, like
gotten better. He's gotten
he's
better.
gotten much better. Yes, I still watch a lot of his videos. Some of them are extremely entertaining. He is very still problematic, at times, but I mean, what homo is not problematic? Let's be
Oh my
realistic.
god.
But anyway, Yeah, I and you know what I'm saying is that we watch beauty gurus because we want to see how products perform, and sometimes they, I don't want to say lie, but they like,
They overhype the product.
yes, they
That's just
do.
it.
Yeah, that's what it
That's
is.
that's all they do. They
And
overhype it, and then people buy it with the impression that the product is gonna perform a certain way.
mhm.
And then when it doesn't, people are like, "Oh my god, you lied to us." And they're just like, "No, we just like, see the disclaimer in the description box."
Yeah, everyone's like, I can save my ass because it's in the description box. Actually, you know what? Okay, recently, so there's this beauty influencer, a boy beauty guru from the UK. His name's Makeup by Jack on YouTube. Shout out to Makeup by Jack. I love his channel. He recently did a video. He recently he recently did a video that I liked a lot, and what it was is that it was a um he came on to pretty much to the camera. I don't remember what it was called, but he came on onto the like his YouTube channel and he did a video on products that he reviewed and said that he liked that actually weren't that good.
Uh-oh.
And the reasons behind him saying that they weren't that good were because he was pretty much like technically he was paid by a company to say this product is fucking amazing. And that's what it is. And there are several videos out there on YouTube. I'm not going to go too much in detail about this, but there are several videos out there on YouTube that state, beauty influencers receive product in PR, of course, and some of them, because they want to stay in good with that company, will like, I don't want to say lie, but they'll try to make that product work in order for it to look good on them, so that way they don't get thrown off of PR list
Ooh,
or
ooh,
they don't go in bad. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a story. I have a story. I have a story.
Ooh, stories.
Okay. So, I don't know if it was like from a drama channel. I'm not trying to say like all drama channels are not like don't believe them or believe them. I'm just like I'm neutral, okay? But I had
Same.
seen um I think it was when Nikki Tutorial did her collaboration with Too Faced.
Oh
Um
yes.
and they were hyping it up like so so much, and people were saying that the people that were doing the swatches, that they had put like something under their like on their skin to make it look like it's like super pigmented, when in reality it really
Eye
wasn't.
base.
Yeah, they were saying like, oh, that they did something to modify
But was it an eye
the
base? That's
swatches.
what I'm asking. Was it an eye base?
I think I think so. I
Okay,
I don't
so
know exactly what
I
they did,
wanted
but I
I want to
remember
talk
that
about that
story.
really quickly because we're gonna get into a debate about um setting spray later, but I do kind of agree.
It doesn't exist.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, I kind of agree. Okay, so that Nikki Tutorials palette was trash. It was shitty, and they really did screw her over. What they did was I believe it was something along the lines of they ordered a certain amount of units and they paid her as if she was like the spokesperson, but not the collaborator behind the makeup. So she was not making anything off of the amount of money that they were making from that palette, which sold out several times because of her name. And she was getting nothing out of the purchases that were being made by her fans and by also people who probably saw the palette and were like, "That's pretty, I want to get it." And the palette was trash. It was bad. The shadows were not that good, but there are certain things out there like eyeshadow bases, that if you put it on your eye, or there's primers, there's things like that, that if you use them in conjunction with the things that you already do with your makeup, could make your makeup look a lot better. Why? Because that's what it's formulated for. And the example of this is, do you remember when Jaclyn Hill had her Vault collection and they had to recall the first batch because um, it was not to the standard of Morphe or Jaclyn Hill? This is the Vault
Wait,
collection, but
which
she had
one?
the four palettes. So it was
The
the four.
highlighters?
No, Jacqueline, not the highlighters. I'm not talking about her brand. I'm talking about Morphe and hers like collaboration.
Oh,
It was the four
oh,
palettes.
yes.
Yeah,
Right.
where they had to like recall the first batch because it wasn't the standard that they wanted it to be. Um, Another beauty influencer who I like a lot, his name is Thomas Halbert, and he's actually extremely honest. And when he does a review on something, I know he's going to tell the truth because he's been kicked off of PR's list so many times. And that's what I respect about him, that he's still fucking doing what he wants to do in makeup, and he's a boy doing it. And it is damn hard to be a boy in makeup. And we are going to talk about an instance in a little bit of a female beauty influencer who had a lot to say
Oh,
about male beauty influencers, but I saw him transform a fucking look with that Jaclyn Hill doo-doo palette by using the P. Louise base. And I swear by the P. Louise base, if you're the type of person that likes to use concealer for your eye base, um, and you don't set it, use the P. Louise base instead. It's a lot cheaper than most concealers, and it's specifically made for that. And oh my god, I love the P. Louise base. I know Cydia hates it because I used it on her once and she was like, ugh. But I love it. It's so fucking good. I think okay, I need to preface this by saying that the base that I used on her was a white one. And when I say white, I mean like paper white, like white, like wall paint white. And I use that because I want my eyeshadow to pop, but I want my vibrant eyeshadows to pop. And that's one technique that I use. I like to use a white base on my eye in order for my eyeshadows to pop really nicely. And that'll happen. It does it. But it does not work for a smoky eye when you use a white base. um,
no, it does not.
but P. Louise made a black base for smoky eyes, and maybe one day, who knows? Maybe on another Makeup Monday when we have like actual video footage, I will be putting the P. Louise black eye base on Cydia's eye, and we will redo the smoky eye debacle that we had,
We
and
shall
maybe
see if
it'll change her mind.
we shall see if P. Louise can redeem themselves
Anyway, but
in my eyes.
back to what it is. So eye bases are really important. Face primers are really important. And even though she's gonna say that setting spray is not important, it is extremely important.
I'm not saying that setting spray isn't important. I'm just saying it doesn't exist. You know, it just doesn't. Like,
So
how am
what is it
I? How
then?
do? Because look, okay, I've used setting sprays in the past, all different kinds,
Which kind we're
all
using?
all different brands. I've used Urban Decay, I've used Revlon, I've used MAC, I've
MAC
used
Fix Plus is not a setting spray.
whatever. Well, a lot of beauty, a lot of old school beauty gurus would say otherwise. Why isn't Max
Well,
Fix Plus a
because it's actually okay, so MAC Fix Plus is literally mineral water with some fragrancing on it. That's what it is.
see?
So
Well,
that's not
like,
setting spray.
why were the nice ladies at Mac
Because that's what
fucking
all of
selling
the
that shit as like setting
because that's
spray?
what they were trying that's what they try to do. They're trying to sell that product. So if they tell you if you put this on your face after your makeup is done, what I will say that that shit does is that if you spray yourself with Max Fix Plus before a setting spray after you've um put on all of your powders and you've dusted them off and you've put on your pressed powders, all that stuff, technique, whatever, and you put on Max Fix Plus following all of that step, it will melt the makeup into your face, all of your powder products, and it'll make it look super like pretty, very airbrushed, very like dewy, all that stuff. But that is not setting your face. Like
Okay, I'm just gonna say that I don't believe in setting spray, and that's okay because it doesn't
it's fine.
exist.
It's fine,
Because
but
it's
I feel
literally, how do you know that there's like dude, how do you know it's not just water in like a
because I
spray
look at the
bottle?
ingredient list and
Yeah,
it
but how do
smells
you
like
know that that's
alcohol.
true?
Some of them smell like alcohol. There's alcohol in it, and like,
See, you're putting alcohol on your skin, bro.
hold on.
Like,
Let me finish.
literally,
Let me finish.
no.
So
No.
my favorite setting spray of all time is the Milani 16-hour wear setting spray. That bitch does smell like fucking alcohol. It smells like you're spraying your face with rose water and alcohol mixed together. I don't know what the ingredients in the list is, but I know that shit is keeping my makeup on. Why? Because I have done makeup where I do not set my face at all, and I'll either have transfer, I'll have um my makeup will start getting really oily, like the oils in my face will start eating up my makeup. Um there's so many things that I can list off that happen when I do not set my face with setting spray. And
I'm
every
gonna
time I pull out my setting spray to finish off my makeup, Celia looks at me and she's just like, "You're not doing anything to your face."
I'm like, that's not real, right? That's not true. Like what you're saying.
You know
I
what else
always
it
like
does?
troll him.
You know what else it does? Because to me, this is why I like it. This is the other reason why I like it, and it's a super super important part in my makeup routine. I set my face with setting spray because when it's still wet before it starts to dry down, I will take a pressed highlighting powder or even a loose highlighting powder, and while it's still wet, I will start blending that shit into my cheek, and that is why my highlighter pops so severely.
I just,
And then I'll set over that as well.
from my experience as an oily girl,
You know, I
because I
used to
have I have
remember
oily
you
skin,
do. Yeah.
and I've used setting spray, and it doesn't work for me. I've used all different kinds, and you've also set my face with the Milani one. I remember because you've done my makeup before, and you set it, and it still sloughs off of my face. Like it doesn't do anything for me, bro. Like I don't understand. Like it just
It's
doesn't do it
fine.
for me.
She's gonna still not wear setting spray and I'm still gonna
It's
fucking
fine.
douse my skin in it.
I used to be really bad. I would use milk of magnesia as
You were
primer.
not. You did not.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay, you know
I
what?
would get like
I can't even get mad at you for that. Finish.
why? Oh,
Because
okay. Sorry. So yeah, in high school, like all I guess in high school I would watch like those old school beauty gurus. And sometimes it would just be like not even like the Michelle Pfons or the Candy Johnsons. It was like some rando on the internet just like filming what works for them. And one time I like came across this video. It's like how to make your makeup stay on all day. And I was like, yeah, because when I was in high school, I had like really bad acne. Like I had like, acne like a teenager, like hormonal person would be.
I've seen
And
pictures of her, it's not that
I mean, yeah, it's not as bad as it like some people, but I did have a couple of spots, and I would wear makeup all the time just to cover it up. And by the end of the day, my face would be just incredibly oily and
you
just
have to hold on
disgusting.
really quickly. You have to remember the kind of makeup that they were fucking making back when we were in high school though.
I know. I used the fucking the Maybelline mousse makeup,
That's fucking
and like
disgusting.
I know. But you know what? And I'm gonna say this, and I'm really not trying to hate on the younger generation at all, but they're all skipping the ugly face. Y'all need to sit down with your fucking TikToks and your fox eyes or whatever the fuck that's called, and be ugly like the rest of us.
I recently produced
Like,
a fox eye on my eye. It looked really pretty.
oh my god, no, because literally, it's not me trying to like want people to suffer the way we suffered. It's just like no, I understand that kids are like super creative nowadays with like like with social media and technology and stuff. But back in the dark times, which me and Jacob are from, we're from the
Yeah.
dark times. Uh, we did not have that much guidance in regards to makeup at all. Like I had Michelle Phan, Candy Johnson, Nikki Tutorials, and then there's like other smaller creators that I don't remember the names off the top of my head that, they were like super basic looks. You didn't contour. What the fuck was contouring? You didn't do your brows. What the fuck was brows?
We came from the school of foundation, like concealer that was like our same skin tone, pressed powder, and thin brows and blush for contour. I remember.
Oh my
And then
god, yes.
I would see girls that would do the concealer lip. Did you ever see that?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Can I tell you a story? Let me tell you a story real
Yes.
quick.
Bitch, go.
No shade toward this person. Um, we like had like an awkward falling out, which is fine. It's okay. Life fucking happens.
Life
But I
goes on.
remember, I love you, girl. You know who you are. Um, I remember, I had a friend who would put concealer on her lips. She would, oh my god, she would get the how what is that? The True Match? L'Oreal True Match foundation. I remember this. Like the ones in the bottles, like in the little glass bottles. I think they do them in
Uh,
plastic.
yeah.
She would get the and it wasn't even concealer because she was so pale. She would put on the L'Oreal True Match, um, and then she would put it on her lips, and then she'd put gloss on top of that. And I was like, ah! You know what? I was a good friend, and I told her, I'm like, why do you put that on your lips? She's like, oh, I think it's because like I like that nude look, like that nude lip, and I'm like, girl, that's not nude.
That's not a nude lip.
That's like casket ready, friend. Like,
Okay,
like
so really
I
quickly,
know I feel
since you're
bad.
talking about how to find a nude, the proper nude for your lips.
Look at your nipples.
Yes, but like be dirty, just to be a fucking dirty raunchy whore. Willem, you know who Willem is, right? Willem
Yes.
Belli. She says that the best way to find the proper nude lip for your lips is color match your butthole.
Oh my god.
Color match your butthole. Like look, take a picture of your booty hole, look for the color of that color, and put it on your butthole. On your mouth. Sorry, that's how
Put
you
it
do
on
it.
your butthole.
Put it on your
Put
butthole.
lipstick on your butthole.
Put lipstick on your butthole. I'm kidding.
um,
No, oh my god.
Don't do that, please.
Don't do
No,
that.
like,
No.
as if like our viewers are not, or our listeners are not dumb. Anyway, what I was trying to say earlier with the younger generation is that I just feel
Did some
like
ugly shit.
they have to be ugly like us. Go through your awkward phase and enjoy it, cuz then
It's
you're
not
going to
fair.
glow up. Cuz then when you glow up, it's so much more
Rewarding.
satisfying.
Rewarding.
Cuz like where are you going to go from where you're at now? You know what I
Uh,
mean? You're gonna go up, but like, are you gonna be more hot or are you gonna be like the same? My
I don't
opinion
know
is,
about
I think
I
they're
don't know
gonna be
about
the
you,
same.
sis. Oh.
I think
You
they're
you
gonna
know
look the
what?
same.
Yeah, I get what you mean. So, I remember the first time I ever put myself in makeup. It actually wasn't for theater. I was asked to. Someone was doing like a video for one of their classes, and I was asked to be like an ex-boyfriend, I guess. I don't know why someone was doing this in high school, but they put me in eyeliner, like coal black eyeliner,
Like
in my
Zyliner,
waterline.
MySpace.
Yeah, in my waterline, and they paled out my face, and that's it. It was pale foundation, black coal eyeliner that got smudged out, and that was it. It was disgusting. Like,
You know what I think it is? I think it's because our camera quality has gotten significantly better,
oh
and I
yeah,
feel like back in the day when you were like MySpace days where you would take pictures from like the very top and like look down like
yeah.
fucking Evanescence playing, like, in the background, like, My Immortal just be like, and,
Shit.
and yeah, like, I feel like since the quality oh my god, I can't talk today. It's most likely because I have some pork chop in my mouth hole. Nah, I'm kidding.
Pork chop.
Pork chops. I don't know what that was, but okay. Uh, so yeah, I feel like since the since back in the day, you couldn't really tell that we were busted as fuck. Like you couldn't like you couldn't really judge that much on our makeup because like you would take a picture and like I think back then the camera quality like it automatically had this blurring effect on your skin. So you really couldn't tell that you were like, that you didn't
Busted.
have all this yeah, all this texture, which is normal, like that you were using blush for contour. I I will confess I used blush for contour. Oh, going back real quick. I'm so sorry. We're going back and forth. I never got to finish telling you my milk of magnesia story.
Oh my god, that's so true.
Yeah. So I was looking up like a tutorial because I my makeup would not stay on like at all. So I wanted something that heavy duty that's going to stay on, that's going to make my foundation stay.
Hmm.
So I found this like random YouTuber with like hardly any subscribers, which is fine. And I looked at the video, and they're like, "Yeah, try milk of magnesia." And they told us to get the white one, not the pink one or the green one. You get the white one because it's like different flavors. Cuz like the pink one is like strawberry, and I think the green one's like mint. Um, so yeah, you get the white one, and then you get like a little sponge. You put it like in a. It comes with a little cup to serve like the
Milk of
milk of
magnesia.
yeah, similar to Pepto, like where you anyway. So you pour that, and you get a little sponge, and then you just take the sponge, just like a regular white wedge, like janky sponge,
Ah!
not a beauty blender, just a regular sponge, and you put it on your face, and you just smooth it out, but not too much, because then if you do too much, it's gonna dry with a white cast on your face. So you have to put it very little and very thin, so that way when it dries, it's still clear, because if you put it on too thick, it would leave this white film on your face. So I did that for like the longest time. I did it for my senior year, I did it for my prom, I did it even going up until college. I stopped doing it around my sophomore year. I stopped because I read that it fucks up the pH of your skin.
That's
And I stopped, but I never saw anything bad with my skin. Like I wasn't breaking out. I wasn't nothing. It worked for me. Disclaimer though, do not do it, because it may have worked for me and I may have left unscathed. But there have been people, and I've seen it. I remember going and researching again, because I was like, should I be putting this laxative on my face? Like is this safe?
You know what?
um
I can't even judge you for like doing the whole milk of magnesia thing because there was one point, remember when I couldn't get foundation to stay on my forehead?
yeah. Oh
Okay.
my god, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. We thought it was
Say it,
because
say
my
it.
forehead was oily, but it was not oily. It turns out that I just had sweaty, like my forehead was sweaty as fuck. I now know how to take care of it, and I now know how to like ensure that it doesn't happen. But I turned to using Vagisil on my forehead. Fucking Vagisil. I put on fucking vagina cream on my fucking forehead to make my foundation stay on. I did it, I think, for like 6 or 7 months straight because I couldn't figure out what the fuck was wrong with my forehead. Turns out I just needed to stop fucking my priming routine that I used on the rest of my face. I was not supposed to be using it on my forehead. Another thing that worked out for me was using that Morphe foundation that came out. That shit will fucking, it's dry. No sweat will come out. And I'm talking like it's full coverage as fuck. It's full coverage as fuck, but it is, I don't know what the fuck is in it, but it is dry. If you ever want like if you have
Matte.
oily skin, yeah, matte. If you want, or if you have oily skin and you have sweaty skin, both of those combinations all over your whole face or just your T zone, that foundation will not come off. One, it's transfer proof.
Hey, can you send me that? Like, cause your girl be oily out here, and I need some foundation that's gonna stay on my face,
Girl,
please.
I feel like that foundation's gonna like fucking
It's I
It'll
mean,
probably be good for you, I'm sure, because you say you're oil. I have seen her get pretty fucking oily when we're in
yeah.
downtown. Um,
Oh my god.
but
Well, you know what? It's
yeah,
because we're like we like I'm talking about like if we're currently doing that. But we would be standing in like packed clubs with
or
like
dancing, we'd even be
sweaty
dancing.
people. How did how did we live? Like how did we
What
even
were
do
we
that back
doing?
then?
Well,
Like
my makeup always stayed on. Like,
no, but like how did we not ever get sick? Like our immune systems must have been so like strong. I feel like once we come out of this quarantine, like our immune system's gonna be like, we didn't have to fight anything this year, so we're gonna take a break and then we're all gonna die. No, I'm kidding. I kid. But yeah, that those are the dangers of not having a lot of experience and just being really desperate for things to work
on your face.
and on your face, and it can get dangerous. Luckily, neither did me or my co-host's face melt off while using this product. Because I remember being with him while he was purchasing the Vagisil, and I
She was
remember
looking at me
him
like,
looking it up. I was like, "Sis, don't do it." Was it Vagisil or Monistat?
I think it was Vagisil.
Monistat,
Was it Monistat?
Monistat. I think
I
it
don't
was
remember. I don't use
Monistat.
it no more. I think I gave it to a drag queen. I gave it. Some baby queen was like, my son baby queen was like, "Oh, I can't get my makeup to stay on." I was like, here's some fucking Monistat. You want to use it? Like, it works."
Oh
And
my
I
god.
was fucking lying, bitch. Okay, look, let me give you the reason why I thought it was gonna work. Tati Westbrook is the one that told us to fucking do that. Um, and it works for her.
Titty.
But Titty Westbrook, that's what I used to call her when she had a career. Um, so okay, so the reason that I'm pretty sure it was Vagisil. I don't remember. It was either Vagisil or Monistat. It has high amounts of silicone in it, enough to clog your pores, so that way your sweat or oils won't come through. Turns out the reason my skin was producing so much fucking oil is because, or sweat, was because it was trying to hydrate itself because I was always fucking mattifying the crap out of my face. What works for me now is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Oh, well, I always have to. Sorry, I do skincare first always, before I do my makeup and every day. Um, I do um, cleanser, toner, an essence or a serum, and then I'll do a moisturizer. You have to moisturize your face. I cannot stress this enough. Moisturizer is what's going to help your skin stay hydrated and blemish free and stuff like that. There are other things you can use for other types of problems that you might have with your face. Like I said, I've done extensive research in skincare and makeup, and what works for me is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. And in no way am I telling everybody that they need to go out and get all of these things. I'm just saying what works for me. It's the Tatcha Silk Canvas and the Farsali Skin Tune Blur all over my face, and that's all I fucking need. And I no longer like set my makeup the way I used to. I used to profusely pound my skin with setting powder. I do not do that anymore. And it turns out that the primers that I was using were the reason why my sweat was like um becoming like an issue. It was because I was drying out my skin too much. And what happens when your skin dries out too much before you put on makeup is it starts to start producing that
Patchy.
sweat. Yeah, it starts producing the sweat, so that way your skin is hydrated, because your skin needs to be hydrated. I also drink a lot of water now. I drink more water, so my skin's
Yeah,
always like
I was about to
fresh.
say, like, not only do you have to like moisturize on the outside, but the inside as well. So if you haven't drank some water during this podcast, please do so
Do it.
now. Take a little sippy sip of water.
Water.
Um, water. But yeah, I don't have a skin routine. Is that bad?
I do like a skincare routine or like a.
I what I do is I used to have like pretty bad You know what? I swear by this product, and I'm gonna totally like
Tell us, please, because your skin's beautiful.
recommend it. Recommend it to people who like really have really bad spots. Pennoxyl face wash.
What?
Pennoxyl.
Is it the
Panoxyl.
black? Is it like a black with like red
No.
letter? No. Okay,
No,
then I know
it's
what it is.
white with blue and like a navy blue. And that shit, oh my god, it made my skin 100 times
Better.
better. I remember I went to my dermatologist when my skin was, like, at its worst, and she gave me, like, a little sample of the Panoxyl, and I tried it, and I fell in love with it immediately, and I had tried so many other acne products that did not work, and it was so frustrating, and it worked for me. I'm not saying go out and buy it, right? But, like, if it really worked for me. The only thing is that I really don't because my skin is so oily, and again, it's because you don't I not so much now because I drink a lot of water, but before I would not, but that's, because I'm kind of on a diet, y'all, so I don't really drink sodas or like, other, you know, um, like orange
The
juice or all those
Rouges.
things. Yeah, like different juice, like really sugary drinks, I don't really do that. But, I drink more water and teas and stuff, and that's really helped me with my oily skin. I feel like it's made a big difference because before I used to be an oil slick, and I felt like I didn't need to put on moisturizer because I was already so oily. The thing is, like, the reason why you're so oily is either one, you're not drinking enough water, or two, your body's overcompensating for the lack of like, moisture in your body. Yeah. So you do have to moisturize and you do have to
I
drink
think
water. And I think people sound tone deaf when they say, "Oh, you need to drink water for clear skin." No, no, no. I'm not saying that if drinking water is going to make you get clear skin. I'm saying drinking water is going to help you moisturize your skin so that way you don't produce, I mean, as much oils as you are, because I feel like for me, I've drank more water and I don't get as oily as I used to, and it's helped me a lot in conjunction with my face wash. But I don't moisturize and I don't tone and I don't put any like, essential oils or anything like that. So I'm screwed. When I get older, I'm gonna be like, I should have put the moisture when I had the chance.
um we, you know what? We all have our ways. I found mine, you found yours, what works.
I
And you know
admire
what?
you.
I look at your skin and I'm like, huh, I want that
But
skin.
I have a lot of redness around my nose.
Okay, but
Like I look
redness,
like
like
fucking
redness,
Rudolph.
literally, I love seeing flushed faces, naturally flushed. But I also like it when you do your makeup and you're like overly blushed. I love that.
I don't even try. Why don't you tell me I look like a clown?
Okay, you
Like,
know what? I liked it and I thought it looked nice, and I'm pretty sure other people thought it looked nice. But one person in particular told you looked like fucking shit, and you
oh
don't.
my god. Wow, wow. Oh my god, I'm so triggered. Why would you
Triggered. Um,
um
you
yeah.
don't though. You didn't.
And
That person was fucking goofy.
it's funny because I was literally putting blush in the car. Like, I mean, he was driving, right? But anyway, we're talking about my ex-boyfriend, y'all.
Fuck him.
I mean, no thanks. I'm okay right now. I'm I'm good. I'm good for now. Maybe later. Maybe when he decides to come down. Maybe. Anyway.
Oh, JK, no.
Ooh.
Um,
Let's be self-destructive together. Speaking about self-destructive, we have a couple of questions. Let me pull them up on our Ask
ooh,
FM. Oh, I need to have like a little jingle or something. Welcome to our anonymous question segment of the show where we answer your pressing questions about love, advice, and just really random general questions that people like to send us.
Some of the stuff that they've been asking us, I'm just like, "Why are you asking me
It's
this?"
it's really weird, but I appreciate the questions. Keep them coming, y'all. Go ahead and follow us. I'm just gonna like shameless self promo us right now. Follow or send in your anonymous questions at oh my god, I can't even talk. At
Are you okay?
ask oh, I'm not okay right now. I'm sorry. Send in your anonymous questions at ask.fm slash the pillow talk. That's ask.fm slash the pillow talk. And we will be answering your questions during our podcast. And one of our questions is oh, hold on. There's so many. Something that you would like to say to those who read you.
All I
Smiley
have
face, peace
smiley face.
sign.
Okay,
They have, like, a little smiley face on like, a little smiley face emoji.
all I have to say to those who read me, I'm kidding. Oh my god, no, I'm not Australian. But I mean, all I have to say to people who read me is, um, I always read myself, so there's nothing that you can say to me that's gonna fucking hurt. Like I read myself on a day to day. Like people try to read me. People have read me on so many things, on my makeup, on my everything, and it doesn't bother me. You can read me all you want, and I'm just gonna be like, like I'm just gonna laugh because it's funny to me. It's like try your hardest, but it's not gonna do anything to me. That's what you're gonna hear if you read me.
I
That's what I have to say.
don't I don't know, I think if somebody read me, I don't know, I think I'd just end it all.
You're
No, but I think it's because you have more of a you have a more high of a confidence level than I do. I feel like I'm more sensitive.
it's so
I'm
like
more
funny seeing
I'm
her
more
get like
sensitive.
sensitive over like when it's happened before when someone tells her that she doesn't look good or anything like that, or they try to read her because she's so gorgeous and she should have the confidence of like a lion, and
Oh
like
my god.
it's getting there. I know it will get there. I'll see it
I'm
happen.
getting there slowly but surely, but I will say one time somebody tried reading me on Tumblr of all places.
Oh my god.
Tumblr. Somebody literally I don't even to this day I wonder who that person was because on Tumblr, if anybody who doesn't know what Tumblr is another social media platform where you can just it's like a blog. Like you can
Pretty
either
much
blog yeah, it's pretty much dead, but you could like either blog your thoughts on certain subjects or, reblog pictures and stuff and you make your profile look super cool or whatever. Um but anyway, uh there's this person or you can enable anonymous questions, right? So this person just like wasn't because I could take constructive criticism. Okay? I can take some constructive criticism. What I can't take is somebody just blatantly just hating just to hate, which at the time I was a little bit more like sensitive on that subject. I was a little bit more, sensitive. But now I'm more like, okay, whatever. Everyone's a critic, You can't please everybody. But but back then, this person sent me because I was barely getting into like contouring and stuff and baking and all that jazz when all that stuff started coming out a lot more popular than like more mainstream, I guess. It was like mainstream to contour and like the triangle highlighter like Kim Kardashian, all that stuff. And I had barely figured out how to contour my nose a little bit more decent than before. And this person was like, you know when you do that contour, it just makes your nose look bigger, right? And I was like, oh. And I was like, well, you know what? You're a coward for saying those things without, come off of anonymous and just tell it to my face. I was, like, real salty. I was, like, trying to be all brave, but I was, like, low key my feelings were hurt, and he was like, or this person, I don't even know who they were like, "Why
It was
can't you
me.
take con" Oh
I'm
my
kidding.
god.
I'm
Oh
kidding.
my god. I think this was back in, like, 2014, 2015.
Yeah, it was
So,
still
no,
me.
it wouldn't have. Oh my god. Oh, no. So I remember this person said, um, "Why why can't you take constructive criticism?" And
Let
I
me
was like,
let me tell you what I think about his comment because that was definitely a man. And I'm saying it was a man because of the way he said, when you do that to your nose, it makes it look better. A woman or someone like a gay who does
"Bigger,
makeup,
bigger,
bigger. Okay, what did I
big,
say?
better."
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, let me tell you why I think it's a man that or a guy that told you that is because a girl would have been like, wow, your contour only makes your nose look bigger. He didn't say contour. He said when you do that. It was definitely a dude.
Oh,
Like
wow, what a hating dude.
the fact
What
the
kind of dude?
the fact that he also
Ugh.
said like you can't take constructive criticism, like that's such
Yeah.
a dick statement to make.
Yeah,
Scrotum
I
statement.
don't know what I told them, I'm like, and it may be a dude because I did slip up him, so it may be, I don't know. Um, I was like, there's a difference between bullying and constructive criticism. Or it's like it's one thing to criticize and there's another thing to constructively criticize. Right now you're just purely just criticizing me on something, and if you want to be constructive about it, then you should have been like, "Oh, why don't you blend here to make it look better?" or like something,
He
but
wouldn't have known.
you're just outright hating, and then they never responded back to me.
Period.
And that's what happened. I don't know, it was really random, but, yeah, I guess that's how I would respond to those who read me, with initial hurt, but, anger, and then, it fades to just confusion and then just, like, indifference.
Do we have one?
Indifference
Do we have one
overall is
more?
what I want
Do we
to
have one more
do,
question
or
or?
yes, hold on. Let me pull up our questions. Um, 1 second. Um, hold on. What's your number one rule in life?
My number one rule in life is always use setting spray. I'm kidding. No.
Ah!
My number one rule in life is always stay humble. I feel like I'm a very humble person. Sometimes it might sound like I'm a conceited bitch or that I'm a narcissist, but I'm not. I'm very humble. If you get to know me, I'm very humble. I what are you doing? Oh my god. I'm very humble, and I feel like I feel like a lot of people should also just remember to humble yourself because you might think that you're being sly or slick, but I'm just gonna be like, get away, like, get away, stomp,
Oh no. Stop. Yahweh.
Yahweh. Yeah. So I love living by the being humble. It makes me feel good.
Yes. My number one rule in life is the golden rule. Treat others as you would, have them treat you.
I love that.
So
Love that a lot.
I think I think right now in my life, I've applied that a lot to I guess everything in my daily life, at work, with my friends, my family.
She's mean to me. She punches me. She hits me. I'm kidding.
Oh my god, no. I would never.
I
Um,
have Stockholm's. I'm kidding.
oh
I
my
am so
god.
kidding. I am so fucking kidding.
I'm not even like, one, just to like, I know you're kidding, but even if that were so, I it would be impossible because I
I'm here
don't.
because she used to tickle the crap out of me, and I'm traumatized now, so I have to do this podcast because I remember the tickling. I'm kidding.
If y'all would just see the look on my face, y'all can just tell by my voice that I'm just over it. I'm just I'm just over it, and that wasn't the soundbite. That was his actual laugh right
That
now.
was
He
me.
actually laughed. Yeah. So, the golden rule. I think everybody can implement that in their lives. Just treat people the way you would like to be
Absolutely.
treated, and just do good. I feel like if you're a good person and you don't hurt anyone, like with intent to hurt people and all that stuff, I feel like you're a good person, you know? So that is um I guess what we're going to leave you all with is be kind to others,
And stay humble.
um and stay humble. And I think that's really good. Two good uh things to go by in life. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in on our fourth episode. We are so happy and so proud of this project coming along perfectly. Jacob, you want to say something?
Yeah, I really love doing this. It's so much fun. I feel like it's therapeutic for me. It's probably therapeutic for you too, and I'm pretty sure it's therapeutic for people who listen to us. I want to give a shout out to my boyfriend, Albert, since I have permission to say his name now. Albert, when you listen to this episode, thank you so much for allowing me to use your laptop, and also for setting everything up for me because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to technology, but for some reason my boyfriend does. I also
Oh my
want
god.
to give a huge shout out to my co-host Sidia for dealing with my shit.
Oh my
I
god.
love you.
You're welcome, BBs. I love you too.
And for
But
anybody
yeah,
who
thank you
has
all.
been listening to us, thank you for tuning in as
Yes.
well. We love y'all and
I
keep us.
mean, I don't know if I love you guys yet. I'm still debating. We don't know your audience yet, but I guess
eh,
I guess I like you. I'm I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to
That's
take
so
that step
like
of
you.
commitment yet. I don't know if we're at that point in our relationship to say I love you. That's a red flag, Jacob.
But I love
That's
ignoring
literally
red flags.
But like literally that was what we talked about in our what was it, the second episode? Red
Yeah, but
flags or third?
when do I ever like when do I ever stick to like my guns? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh
I'm
my
kidding.
god. Um, but yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope wherever you are, you stay safe and stay humble and stay kind. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping they will cave and swallow me whole. Wonder why my mind keeps on spinning. This isn't how living to me was sold. Why am I like this? Something's always amiss. Can't put my finger on it, but